Okay, hi Cancer. So today we're going to be doing your general and love readings. So for the general reading, before I shuffle, we're going to be using the African American, Tarot deck. For the Golden Universe Tarot, for your love reading, we'll be using the Golden Universe Tarot. So, let's get started. Shuffle your cards a bit for your general. Let's see what comes up. Excuse me. See what comes up for your general. One more shuffle. All right. What messages do we have for Cancer today? All right, the Hierophant reversed, the Emperor, I'm hearing doing your own thing. Okay, Two of Cups, the Empress. Yeah, you're definitely taking your power back, or just being in the energy of embracing who you are. Let's see. Ace of Cups reversed. Interesting. Now we have the Page of Swords. What I'm getting here is that you've learned somebody enough to first thing that's coming here is strategy, and that you've observed and learned somebody enough. So I see the Two of Cups here, which gives me an indication of a connection. I see the Ace of Wands in reverse here, which tells me that there's some kind of tension or disconnect, or just general disdain. Disdain is the word that pops up in my head. It's a bit intense, but here we are. You've learned how to maneuver a certain relationship with somebody where you observe certain behaviors and habits that you're able to step into your power and appreciate, appreciate yourself within this connection. I feel like this connection was probably pretty disappointing just because it didn't turn out the way you expected it to. This could be a family member, friend, a lover, a close coworker. There's something here where your initial impression of somebody or how you thought they would behave wasn't it. So you've learned how to maneuver the situation so that you're not the one taking a loss, I guess you could say. This is a connection that you've given to, for sure. And now you're in a position where you're not going to cut this person off. You're not going to let this person go. You're just going to move accordingly because you've seen enough from them. This might have been somebody who betrayed you, but not in a way with any kind of malice, but in a way where you were offended And like I said before, just started acting accordingly. This is the kind of energies like when you teach somebody how to treat you. Like, okay, I see you for who you are now. I won't put my emotions, my time, my energy on the line. I'm just going to move accordingly. This is what I'm getting from that. A lot of reversals. Yeah. Excuse me. Something must have happened here. This must be true. Something must have happened here that you didn't expect. You didn't expect this person to act in this way. Like, let's say, for instance, this is a coworker that you considered yourself pretty close to. Maybe they hadn't become a friend yet, but this is a coworker, let's say, that you trusted with certain information, and you come to realize that this person isn't keeping that information like you thought they would. That they don't necessarily have your best interest at heart. That's just an example. We have the Six of Wands reversed. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Chariot in reverse. Sheesh. This is giving me an energy of giving up. Giving up and protecting your energy. I'm not saying necessarily giving up, but you're protecting your energy. And that, let's go with this coworker example. Let's say you find out that there's a coworker of yours that's maybe loose-lipped, that you thought you could trust. It's not that you won't say good morning. It's not that you won't be cordial, but now you understand exactly how to move around this person. Let's say it's a family member. Maybe they didn't show up for you in the way that you thought that they would. And now you know how to act accordingly with this person. Let's say it's a lover and they weren't as supportive of you as you thought they would be. Excuse me. Now you know not to go out of your way, because you know that's not something that you would do to them. So you're going to keep the same energy. You're going to match that energy. Five of Wands reverse with the Queen of Wands. And the King of Pentacles with the Three of Swords as the overall energy. The Five of Wands is telling me that you're going to pick your battles. Right? You're not going to show all your cards. You're not going to be explosive about the matter as much as it didn't go the way you expected it to and wanted to. As much as it may have hurt you. You're not going to be reactive. You're more so going to be tactful about it. Judgment, yeah. This is a decision that you came to. The Ace of Pentacles. The Three of Wands. Yeah, you're watching yourself around this person and you're not giving as much to this as you previously did. The Eight of Swords reverse. Yep. So this is like seeing somebody's true colors. And be like, you know what? I know you're not a bad person. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. It must be true. I know you're not a bad person. But I understand you don't have the same heart that I do. So now I'm going to watch myself around you and I'm not going to give as much. I'm not going to be as transparent or vulnerable as much as I was. Which, yeah, this is the overall. Six of Cups reverses the overall. Yeah. So, excuse me. My goodness. Yes. The Six of Cups reverse basically means that you're offended, and this is something that you're going to hold on to. This is like forgive and forget type of energy, but you're not going to forget, which means you will not behave the same way, and you don't consider this person as close as you did in the past. And you just don't trust them the way you did. But you're also not going to completely, you're not going to be like an asshole or a bitch to them. Basically, you just observe and you do with this information as you will, which is distancing yourself. Excuse me. Must be true. You're distancing yourself emotionally. This person's still going to be around. They're still going to be in your life. You still may kiki, all types of stuff, but it won't be the same for you. You're going to be a lot more guarded. This dynamic has changed because you're not going to be as open and trusting. Yep. That's what I see for you, Cancer. Oh my goodness. The little confirmations tonight. All right. I'm sure it's not the most desirable sound. I apologize. Sheesh, Louise. Okay. Let's move on. Let's try to see what's going on in your love life, Cancer. You know, Cancers, you got that hard shell. As emotional as y'all can be, you also know how to protect yourselves. You also know how to be cold. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, Pooh. Shoot. You're not nobody's sucker. I flipped over here. Eight of Pentacles. Okay. What do we have for Cancer in terms of love? Cancer, what you got going on? Okay. Offer it. Ace of Wands. Swords. Offer it. The World. Four of Swords reversed. This looks like somebody's going to come clean to you, or you're going to come clean to somebody. Seven of Swords. There may be some guilt here. Six of Wands. Too many. Six of Swords reversed. The Sun reversed. Six of Pentacles reversed. I need to clarify the Six of Wands, because the rest of this actually connects back to the general that I just did. Three of Cups. Oof. Three of Cups reverse. Oof. Okay. Here's what this looks like. This looks like basically clarity on this connection. This may have been a loop where there may have been some infidelity, or maybe even somebody not showing up for you in the way you expected them to. I don't necessarily get infidelity here, although that was my first thought. I'm also getting somebody who doesn't defend or protect you. Like, let's say, for instance, there are people speaking about you or talking about you, that this person wouldn't come to your defense. Maybe they would just stand there and listen, but they wouldn't actually defend you or your character. That's the impression I'm getting here. And there's something that you may have found out that made it clear to you that, okay, this person wouldn't go as hard for me as I go for them. But for whatever reason, this is a cycle that you'd keep yourself in. I think maybe you would have a hard time letting this go. But at the same time, in this situation makes you anxious in that, there's no reciprocity, but this person just is not on your level in terms of how hard you would go for them. They wouldn't go as hard for you. I think they're too invested in their own self-image. They're too invested in being liked by other people and having a good impression on other people rather than defending or protecting you or even remaining faithful to you. This also gives me the kind of impression that this is somebody who, honestly, it's also giving a vibe of like embarrassing you and not to say that they wouldn't really care, but more so they would rather just do their dirt, and whatever the consequences may be, as long as it doesn't affect them, then it doesn't really matter. So like, let's say this person is like publicly cheating, telling people about it, or taking this person around other people that you may know or may know you, not really respecting how it would make you look. And I think you're coming to a realization that, like, look, this person, they won't change. That's just how they'll treat you. But for whatever reason, I do not see you leaving this connection alone. Excuse me. Must be true. There's a karmic lesson you haven't learned here. And it deals with this person. I think this is the kind of person who's constantly able to reel you back in. This is the type of person also who would tell you one thing that you want to hear and tell another person something that they would want to hear. This is that kind of trifling vibe. Like, oh no, it doesn't mean anything. Whatever, it's just physical. I don't care. I don't actually care. And then go to the other person and say the same thing to them. Oh no. Cancer just won't let me go. And I care more about you, but Cancer's just crazy. This is somebody who plays both sides of the fence. The only thing they're committed to is themselves. That's the only thing they're committed to. And every time this person gets found out, it doesn't matter. They just know what to say to get everybody else back on, on board. Very, very deceptive. But this is something that you're realizing won't change. But for whatever reason, you're not letting it go. Let me not say not for whatever reason. Because sometimes you feel a super, you know, a super strong connection to somebody, and, you know, when emotions get involved, I get that. But I also see that you're having a reality check here, but this reality check is not actually, it's not anything that'll have you move away from this person. But your perspective on this is changing, in that I don't even think you see anything like lasting. It's almost like you know you're unhappy, but you can't do without it. You know? You're hurt and you know you'll be hurt again, but it's not anything that you want to release yet. But I do see a perspective change here, in that you're realizing what's going on. You're realizing it's never going to change. You're realizing you're always going to be in pain. This is, you know, it's going to be the same thing. It's not going to yield the results that you want. You're not going to get what you want out of this connection, but you're going to be here. Excuse me. It must be true. Okay, Cancer, that's all I have for you. I hope this resonates, and I hope it helps in some way. But, excuse me, I'm not a life coach, so I can't say what people should and shouldn't do. I'm also not perfect, so I won't say how to deal with the situation, but that's what I see in the cards. So, alright, Cancer, thank you for watching. I would appreciate it if you could like, comment, and subscribe. That would help the algorithm put me out there. So that would be greatly appreciated. And I appreciate you for even clicking on my video. That was a crazy shuffle. But other than that, I will see you in the next reading. Bye.